Now the next part is Shopify. Could you set up your own website? I have seen quite a few people be really successful with YouTube, like Pokey Dean, Pokey Chloe, Vivian. There's quite a lot of people that are on Whatnot and Matt Cully and stuff that have their own website. Now, what they do, they have like a Shopify store. They then go live on YouTube, and when people come in, they're like, "Oh, would you like this pack, or this pack?" The link is underneath, and you go through and you go and buy it on the website. As soon as they get the order through, they'll check on the screen. Right, I've just got an order from Frank. Let's open all the stuff. There we go. That's what Frank's got. So that's pretty cool. And I've done that myself. I've personally felt that as long as you're a good content creator, obviously then people will then come and watch you and see what you do. Whereas with TikTok Shop and Whatnot, you can show the products, you can force a product to run as an auction. Whereas if you're on YouTube, it's a bit more difficult. You're not really, it's not a sales platform. You're allowed to sell through your videos, but it's more of a go to my website. If you buy something, then come across. The good thing is there's no platform fees. Well, apart from Shopify. Shopify's like 2% or something like that. It's not much. Whereas the other platforms, I think the highest is eBay, is like 13%. It's not the end of the world, but if you're only making, you've got to make 13% more to make it viable on those platforms, depending on the fees, obviously, versus doing it through Shopify, or 11% because it's 2%. So there is a big benefit to that. There is also, if you can get the traffic to your website, a really big benefit, because you can then do what you want. You can run it as 5 packs of this or 10 packs of that, or you can do dips on there. Like I've seen people, Anthony Riviera in America, he's live all day every day on TikTok, and he's got a link in his bio. Part of the TikTok is you're not allowed to say link in bio, otherwise they'll cut your traffic. So his people just know. They just know where to go, and he's just constantly opening packs for them. People are going to his website, and I'd say the word website. Anyway, go watch the TikTok part if you're interested in that. What you can and can't do on TikTok. But what he does is he's constantly talking, opening packs for people. People buy mystery boxes, and he goes, right, here's a mystery box, cool. And it's all run through his website, where he takes 98% of the cut, which is fantastic. There's no restrictions because it's your website. You do what you want. You can put all the card list on there if you want to be found on Google. You can do podcasts. You can do, here's the links to my Amazon stuff. Go to samsgotter.com. You'll find out. That's what I've got on my Shopify. samsgotter.com. I also own samsgottercatchmall.com, which automatically redirects to that. The things with a Shopify shop is you have to pay Shopify $24 a month, something like that. Probably have the first 1, 2, or 3 months for free if they've got any offers on. It's not the end of the world, but you have to pay for that. Then you have to pay for modules. So I can build you a website. If you want me to build you a site like mine, I could copy it effectively and move it across so that you've got one. People normally charge £300 to £500. I'm charging 150. If you want that, just shout and I can build you one, no problem. With 5 products, and then you just duplicate and change them. So it's not a big deal. Then you can there's themes and stuff if you want to pay for a theme. So you want it. So when you build a website, if you don't know, when you build a website, you're not. You've got to look at it as a blank canvas. So it will have do I want a banner at the top? Do I then want 3 photos? Do I want that block to be text? Do I want that to be 1 photo with a bit of text next to it? It's like, how do you want the layout? And the free ones are fine. They're good enough. You can pay £250, £300 for a paid theme one, which will have like the blocks are more intellectual. So you'll have, when you hover over it, it changes the picture. And if you let's say you're doing a clothing brand, if you have this t-shirt in red, green, blue, black and white, next to underneath the picture, it has all the little colours. So that's what you're paying for when you're paying for that. You're not paying for somebody to do your website. It's still a blank canvas and you still have to work it out. But you're paying for elements of the website that are a bit more higher end. My website's one of the free ones, so it's fine. It's just the time it takes to build it, which is cool. What I would say is, if you're starting a Shopify store, have photos for a banner. Again, I can help with that if you need to. That's another service I offer. But you can have the stuff that you've got. So let's say you want to run some pages. You want to put a page up about your podcast. You want to put a page up about the Pokemon sets. You want to run a page about mental health or whatever's on your website, right? Shopify is a shop version of a website, but you can put pages and stuff on there, blogs on there, stuff as well. So I'd recommend having one anyway, so that when people come to your Instagram or whatever, at least they can be linked to your website and buy stuff from you, or at least follow your podcast or follow your journey, or here's a link of all my links, and you go on your homepage and it's got your TikTok, your Facebook, your Instagram, your whatever. That's quite useful. I would also use Linktree to do that, to be fair, but having a website is good because you're in control of what's on there, and you can have people sign up to your newsletter as well. Another service I may be offering. I did offer it for a while. It just takes a lot of time setting up newsletters and stuff. But I can set up automatic newsletters and stuff for you if you need. A paid service. But with your newsletters, it kind of needs to come from you anyway. So I would more be on the educational side of just teaching you how to do it. I'd rather you learn how to do it, and then I leave it with you, than me having to do it long term, because I don't have the time. But so you can bolt on things to it. So in the App Store, there's a Shopify App Store, and you can add things like, so when I was live and I was running my live streams, I had it's called Stock Police, something like that. So when I was running my live streams, I'd have people coming to my website buying packs, but this Stock Police, every minute it would read the website, how much stock's in, and it would move the things with the most stock to the top. So always the most stocked item at the top, which was always changing, right? People are buying that one because it's at the top, and then it would move and whatever, and then if it's out of stock, it would go to the bottom and it would be like red out or whatever. It would have like a traffic light system as well. It'd be green if it's like, it just says in stock. If it got under like 10 bundles, it would be orange and it would say limited stock, last 10 or 7 to go or whatever. So little things like that are good. You pay £10, £15 a month for each of those. So depending on what you're using, there are some really cool add-ons to it. I had like a donate to charity with every order. I just added £1 to everything and put a donation thing in there. You can also do like plant a tree with every order, and it takes like 60p out of each order, 50p, something like that, 70p maybe. So there's loads of different things you can add in. You can add in like funnels where it retargets, but there's so much stuff with Shopify. It's really cool. I would recommend getting a Shopify store. You have to pay for your domain, so it'll be samsgoddard.com or samsgoddardcatchemall.com or yourname.com, whatever you want it to be. So that's not too bad. They're not expensive. They're £10 a year, something like that, and it recurs. You can pay a little bit less per year and sign up for 3 years at a time, whatever. I can teach you how to do that as well. Just go to 123reg.com or .co.uk, whichever one it is. That's where I get all mine from. That's where mine are all renewed each year. It's easy, really. I would definitely have a website and try and work out a way to get people to buy from your website. I really would. Whether it's getting your blog up or your podcast or whatever, I would have a way to get people to your website, because you take the best cut from anything. So shout if you need any more information.